All right, Libra, what's up? Welcome to your reading. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's have a look at what's going on in your professional life, job, career, business from the 7th to the 13th of April 2025. Roles can be reversed anytime, so feel free to switch those energies vice versa. Alright, Libra, a very big decision, very important decision is headed your way. This is what you don't see coming. Now, one thing to remember out here is that it seems like one path is going to close out. One door is going to close, and then the other one opens. So it's almost like this. You are already doing a job and you want to pursue a business. You're not going to be able to do both. If you're already doing a business and you want to pursue a job, you're not going to be able to do both. You want to do a job and you want to do another job, you want to do, no. Very important decision. So it's almost like this is something you'll already know. You know what I'm talking about. There is a very important decision where one path closes and the other, it opens the door to another path out here, okay? And your choices are going to have huge, large impacts on your future out here. That's the kind of choice that is coming towards you. Now, what's happening out here is that you are letting go. Probably for once you get the clarity that you need, and for once you could be letting go of some kind of gambling. I think a lot of you are gambling. A lot of you were taking some kind of risky investments. So looks like you are walking away from some kind of risky investments. Okay, you no longer have that approach. You have the clarity that you need, and you're choosing to pick a new direction is what I'm getting. Okay, that was just a basic card. You are choosing to pick a new direction. All right. All right, let's see what happened in the past. So in the past, you could have been in some kind of contemplation. You could have been in some kind of, you could have isolated yourself a little. You could have taken some time off. You could have, been on a solo trip. Some of you could have just taken some time off to very deeply analyze and think about how you feel about a situation. And maybe what happened in the past that you could have realized that it's time to walk away from a job, a career, a business, or a project that you have outgrown, that does not serve you anymore. Walk away from familiar situations and walk into the unknown. It's like you're not going to know what's behind the mountains till you don't walk there. You chose to do things the right way, whether be it money or whether be it putting in the work, the real effort, and stop being lazy. I feel this is the kind of opportunity that headed towards you. Okay, there could be someone around you who could have given you an offer. Okay, now for a lot of you Libras, there could have been a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn around you who could have given you a good offer. Okay, but you could have turned that offer down. You could have rejected that offer, right? So I feel that you rejected an offer, or you came off as too realistic. You came off as, I'm not going to dare to dream, because that opportunity coming towards you, which is like literally like a milestone. Okay, that opportunity that's headed towards you is going to make you like extremely financially stable at the optimum level. Okay, but for some reason you didn't believe in it. You didn't believe in the impossible. You felt it's impossible. So there could be someone who came towards you with a very good offer, but you didn't dare to dream. Okay, so you kind of shut yourself off from this kind of person. Others of you, I just feel that's what it is. Anyways, moving forward, if you need a personal reading, you can email me on tarotwithnimo@gmail.com. Now let's see what the situation is right now. See, right now you are staying in a bad situation. That's what's happening. You are staying in a situation. There is a job at hand right now. You dislike being in it. There is something that you don't want to be in anymore. but you're not being able to speak up, and you're not being able to work on it also. So you are, yes, no, you're like a pendulum right now. That's all you're doing. So there is a situation right now that you dislike working on, okay, but you continue putting in the effort only, yeah, you continue putting in the effort. Now the good news out here is that eventually, even though you're putting in the effort out here, some of you may move towards uh, some kind of legal contracts. Okay, a lot of you Libras could be moving towards some kind of legal contracts. Others of you are no longer wanting to work on any investments which are non-conformist. You want to now work in investments where there is proper structure, there are proper restrictions, there are proper. So even if you've invested, in a very fancy way, or invested into things that are not really conservative, right? Now you have reached a point where you are realizing the fact that, okay, you know what, that was not the right thing to do. So now I need to cut the shit off. So for a lot of you Libras coming into the current situation, which is coming into the current week, you are going to make some big decision, and you are going to take full accountability for any kind of damage that has happened. I see you taking 100% liability, 100% accountability for any decisions that you are making. Okay, so you're coming off as being fair to yourself, and you're being fair to others. So there is some kind of karma out here. Okay, so you're like, okay, I learned my lesson, so now I'm going to do the right thing. So you are doing the right thing for a lot of you. In the past you did, but now you are doing the right thing, is what I'm getting. Some of you may choose to travel. Others of you are moving towards legal situations, or are moving towards doing things the way they've always been done, like not wanting to be a rebel and not wanting to make money your own way, which could be working in jobs, working in institutions, or working with someone who is wiser. Okay, you no longer want to take shortcuts to making money, but there is some kind of contract, there is some kind of restrictive environment that you are headed towards. Now, best potential outcome. By the end of the week, I do see overthinking. Okay, it's like, okay, now I'm overthinking. Is this the new path that I'm headed towards? Is this going to give me material fulfillment or not? So there is still a lack of you need to release an idea. I feel that if you were overthinking, I feel that if you were very scared that in the future, what is going to be the outcome? Will you be able to move towards whatever new things you're moving towards? Will that give you financial long-term security, long-term stability? And if you were hanging on to an idea that whatever you're doing right now, or whatever situation you are in right now, that's the best way to do, this is the one that's going to give me quick money, this is the one that's going to give me bulk money, it feels like in the best possible outcome, you are choosing to change your perspective. You're trying to see things from a different perspective, which is putting you to a point where you are ready to compromise. You're ready to choose peace over chaos. You're choosing peace over instant gratification. You're choosing peace over any kind of instant money. Okay, so you are choosing peace, you're choosing to compromise, you're choosing to have an open dialogue, and you're choosing to slow down. Okay, you're choosing to slow down instead of being all over the place out here. Okay, so you're doing the right thing for yourself, which is why I told you what you don't see coming is that there is a very important choice that you're making, and you're choosing to focus on the right thing now. Okay, choosing to focus on the right thing now, you are letting go of any kind of risky investments or any kind of gambling, and this is all probably because you have the clarity that you need. So you're moving towards new things and giving something new a shot, which is great. All right. Yeah, I do feel that that's why in the middle of the week you will take accountability. You're going to be like, okay, whatever I did, I take full responsibility. I made the wrong decision, I'm cutting that off, and I'm choosing to move towards the right decision.